Hey there folks, and welcome back to the CDB project. I'm your host CDB. You are not, and today we're going to use a beautiful soap. This is Cold River Soapworks Select Bergamot and Bay. This one is version 2. He might have a different formula now, but I'm going to tell you, this is one of the most beautiful smelling soaps in my entire arsenal. It is unique as far as I know. There's nothing that smells like it. It smells so good. I'm not even going to try to describe it because I can't. Go to Cold River Soapworks and check out the scent notes. It is really beautiful and one of my absolute favorite scents. And we've got it lathered up here in the Timeless lathering bowl, which is the greatest lathering bowl in the world, in my view, or at least the best one I've used anyhow. We're also going to use the Timeless Open Comb Bronze, which is up for giveaway currently. And as I said last week, to enter for this, you can follow Timeless on Twitter, the Timeless Facebook page, or myself on Twitter, or my IMCDB Facebook page. Not my personal page, but my public IMCDB page. And screenshot that you follow that, and that'll give you one entry per following one of those things. And it gives you one drawing per, up to 4. So a lot of people have already entered. Thank you. And the drawing will be next Saturday or Sunday. We'll quit the drawing on next Saturday on any event a week from today, and then we'll either announce Saturday or Sunday. So you can win this really beautiful Timeless razor, and we'll use it again today. So without further ado, let me wet the face. We'll get going. Stay tuned. All right, here we go with our Cold River Soapworks Bergamot and Bay, which is absolutely stellar. The Cold River Soapworks, excuse me, already tongue twisted. It's a little bit early for that, isn't it? So early in the video, and I'm already fumbling over my words. Anyhow, the Cold River Soapworks Bergamot and Bay, or Cold River Soapworks generally, is one of the finest quality soaps out there, in my view. If you haven't tried it, treat yourself to a tub and see what you think. They're in plastic tubs now, which I really like. Now, in some of the forums, there's always debate about plastic and the environment. Look, I don't throw away these plastic tubs, and if I did, I would recycle them. Now, some people say the recycling is fake and all that. Look, I can only do what I can do. And I want my soap in a container that's going to be durable and won't get beat up. So that said, I don't drink really out of plastic bottles, so I don't use a lot of those. So maybe my shaving tubs are offset by the plastic bottles that I don't use. All right, let's give this guy a go. This is, again, on the blade gap on this one. What is that? 0.78, I believe. And it is a smooth shaver, more aggressive than the regular Timeless bronze. And that is by design. And again, as I told you last week, Timeless is a really excellent company to deal with. They really respect veterans and members of the police force by giving them discounts if you ask for it. They try to make everything they possibly can here in America, and certainly this razor is produced right here in America in their shop. They make their own stuff. They're not commissioning it. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But these are guys that are making this by their own hand, and they're available. Unlike Wolfman, where, you know, it's like winning the lottery to get one to pay $400. You can get one of these, and I believe this is $140, and if I'm wrong on that, I'll look it up and correct it. Very good price for a premium style offering, in my view. And again, this guy brings some decent aggression to the table. So if you thought the Timeless regular bronze was too mild, maybe this one will hit the spot for you. All right, that was an excellent first pass. Let me rinse the face. We'll come back for pass 2. And again, for those of you who are newer, when I'm rinsing my face, really all I'm trying to do is get any loose whiskers that might be loose but didn't come off that's left on my face. I'm not trying to rinse every little bit of lather off necessarily. Most of the time you get most of it off, but you're rinsing to remove any debris and also to apply moisture to your face. And so that's the purpose of rinsing in between passes. You could lather right over the last if you wanted to. Most people don't, some people might, but I like to reapply a little bit of moisture because my lathers aren't usually super wet. I lather a little bit on the dry side, so I like to reapply that moisture in between passes. All right. There we go. Good enough, good enough. Boy, beautiful smelling stuff here. I wish I could describe it, but like many of the soaps, I cannot, and I wouldn't do it any justice if I attempted to describe it. So let me just say it's a great scent and it's unique. Not many like it out there that I'm aware of, or at least that I have experienced myself. Now, granted, I'm not buying soap, you know, every week the way I used to some years back, so maybe there are things similar, but if they are, this, as far as I know, is the original of its type. This particular scent is outstanding. And we're going to follow this up today, by the way, with something, an aftershave I don't use often, and this one will put the sting on you, let me tell you. So if you're a person who likes a little stinging when you apply the aftershave, what I'm using today will bring it, and we'll show that to you in the post. All right, here we go. And again, with this razor, you can definitely feel more blade. However, it's doing a great job. I think my standard bar is a little bit more smooth for me personally. I prefer that one, but I've already gotten some responses back from people who have ordered this one and they love it, so that is outstanding. And don't forget, Timeless has that guarantee, so check that out when you go to the website. If you're not happy with it within, I don't know if it's 30 days or whatever, you can always trade it for something else or something along those lines. So just check the guarantee on their website. All right, stay tuned. We'll come back for pass 3. All right, here we go for pass number 3. I will also be shaving the dome with this today, but I'm not going to do it on camera. I'm just going to make one video today. Sometimes it takes a bit of time just to put it together, and I have things I need to do today. And so just the face shaving video today. Maybe I'll do a head shaving video tomorrow. We shall see. All right. Boy, this is, smells fantastic. Whatever you do, Larry, if you're watching, don't remove this one from your lineup because it is phenomenal. And I hope he hasn't. I haven't checked for quite some time. Again, I'm not buying soaps every day now. And the reason being is, as I've said before, the increases in the level of quality of soaps now are incremental. Now, I did try Peter Tricalis's, his goat's milk formula is definitely a pretty good significant deep in his line of, a pretty significant leap, I should say, in his line of soaps. That's a really nice stuff, his new goat's milk and lanolin formula. But generally speaking, the gains are incremental in terms of benefits you get out of, you know, the new soaps out there. There's not a new soap that's come along, you know, recently in the last couple of years that's just blown me away as being, you know, so far in front of everybody else that, you know, it's the only one I'd use. They're all pretty doggone good, or at least the front runners. If you're aware of this industry or hobby, you're aware of the major brands, your Katie's Bubbles, your, you know, Cold River Soap Works, Sterling. I mean, I could go on and on. Invariably, I'm going to leave people out, and I don't intend to. Shannon's Soaps, I could go on and on and on. If you stick with the brands that are known and well respected, they're going to be really, really good. And so everything I have is really good. So there's not a compelling reason for me to be buying soaps like crazy. And secondly, when you do it, you don't get to use the soaps that you really love that are great like this one. It's been a long time since I've been able to use this one, and that's a shame because it is phenomenal soap. But I have so many, I try to, rotate through them, and some you don't get to use them as often as you'd like. So why continue to buy new if I'm not really getting anything quality-wise out of it? That's my feeling anyway. All right, stay tuned. We will come back from the post and tell you about this aftershave that's going to bring this thing. Stay tuned. All right, and here we are, of course, with the magic made by witches, Thayer's, which we will apply first. Now, granted, let me give you a tip. If you are looking for the burn and you apply Thayer's first, it's going to lessen the burn somewhat. It's because it's going to dilute the aftershave a little bit when you put it on. So if you're looking for a good intense sting, this gentleman right here, Captain's Choice Cat09 Tails, and it says feel the burn. Do it directly after you shave. Just rinse your face, throw this on. You will feel the burn. Trust me, and it gets intense. It goes 10 to 30 seconds and then it drops off. And some people really love it. Some people don't like it at all. But if you put something like Thayer's on beforehand, which is my habit, it will lessen the burning a little bit. And of course, this smells like bay rum. So let's slap some of this on, see if we get any of that good old-fashioned cat o' nine tails burning. And yes, it takes like a few seconds, and then it comes, and then it sort of reaches a peak, and then it lets off. But if you don't apply witch hazel, you'll really get a nice burn. So if you really like the feeling of a good burn, try this guy out. Now, it smells like bay rum, so be prepared for that scent. If you don't like that scent, you probably won't like it, but it does deliver a really nice burn. And I'm feeling some, but not intense because I put on that witch hazel. Let's do a quick review of our gear today. Cold River Soapworks Select Bergamot and Bay, one of the nicest smelling soaps around and best quality in my view. We have the Timeless Bronze Open Comb, which again is up for giveaway. Go back earlier in the video or go to last week's video to see how to enter for that. We had our Sterling Synthetic, which is outstanding. And of course, we used our Timeless Lathering Bowl, which is absolutely superb. Injection molded plastic, great ridges. I love it. Thanks always for you folks joining us. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB. You're not. God bless.